Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your great support always in this broadcast. I don't take it for granted. JUNET Mohammed react vigorously after Kenyans had celebrated RAILA Odinga's not making it at the AUC level. And now, according to JUNET Mohammed, is saying that you really embarrassed RAILA Odinga internationally because you celebrated after he had lost the AUC. Admits to his lethal warning to Kenyans who celebrated. And according to this video, JUNET Mohammed was actually concentrating to warn one tribe. Yet, this celebration, in most cases, was seen in different part of the country. And let's watch JUNET before I proceed.
I don't expect people to celebrate the loss of a Kenyan in an international contest. It's a shame. Whichever you are, you cannot celebrate the loss of a Kenyan in an international contest. I repeat again. You cannot do that. We should be annoyed with the people who defeated us. And we are not annoyed with them also. We are congratulating them for doing a good job. Because African Union belongs to all of us. As a nation, we are part of the African Union. So, Mr. Speaker, with those few remarks, I wish to second and warn the naysayers that you should avoid that kind of thing going forward in future. Mr. Speaker, because if you are going to oppose a Kenyan because of his political affiliation, because of domestic issues, it's a very primitive way of looking at things. And I know some of the people, why we impeach them also, it was not in the impeachment paper, but it's primitivity. Some of them are very primitive people. Village mentality. You know, people want to go to international organizations. Instead of supporting them, you are judging them on the basis of what happens in a village, Mr. Speaker. I'm very sad about that. I do not expect people to celebrate the loss of a Kenyan in an international contest. It's a shame. Whichever you are, you cannot celebrate the loss of a Kenyan in an international contest. I repeat again. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. Now, if our athlete loses in a contest now, in the New York Marathon or in the London Marathon, you expect me to celebrate? No. Because he's not from my community? He's not from my region? He's not from my religion? He's not from my village? He's not from my what? Shame on you. Shame. And those people who did that must desist. And never to repeat that. I must say that on the floor of this House, Mr. Speaker. Because this is where we address issues of concern to the people. And that is an issue of high concern to the people, Mr. Speaker. When we are telling Kenyans that you cannot run in any contest outside Kenya. In the first place, even if we run here in Kenya, they will not vote for us, I know. We have taken very serious that matter, and we don't want it to happen in our country again. We want to support our people. We want to support our Kenyans, wherever they are. That is why we impeach certain people, because they were telling us we are not shareholders of this country. That's what they told us. We have not forgotten. They told us that you are not shareholders in this country. I don't know when the shareholding certificate was issued in this country. At independence, everyone was there. You should call for annual general meeting so that we know which shares we have. So you get impeached on that kind of nonsense and you continue celebrating again the loss of a Kenyan in an international contest. We will stand firm. We will hold our head high. We have not lost anything. We have, in the contrary, we have gained because we have registered the name of Kenya in the international arena, Mr. Speaker. With those few remarks, Mr. Speaker, I thank you. And I urge all members to support and to register their thanks, especially to the President and to the former Prime Minister who put his line or his head on the line, Mr. Speaker, for Kenyans. Thank you very much.
Now, according to me, I am not always happy on the man's downfall. People do fail. People do fail, but we should not have grievances on someone's failure. Indeed, Raila Odinga did a good thing. He embraced our country internationally under President William Ruto's administration. But JUNET is forgetting that the reason why Kenyans were celebrating Raila Odinga's failure is because it was love. That is what I've detected. It was love, and it was a kind of a mentality Kenyans had created that this is the man who is going to rescue us. And right now, even if Raila Odinga declare himself to be the presidential candidate in the ballot 2027, then Kenyans, the same Kenyans who are mocking him, are the same Kenyans who are going to vote him, as compared to William Ruto, who might not be voted for 2027. And that is why these people were worried by saying, now if Raila Odinga goes for the AUC, who will battle with William Ruto? And that is why you can see the UDA MPs are proposing to implement Raila Odinga's position in the government, because they know its potential, they know is important in the government. So they know that if Raila Odinga get outside the government, then they're going to be thwarted in 2027. And that is why JUNET, even if he's speaking keenly, is issuing his warning keenly, because he knows that Kenyans are really behind Raila Odinga. That is why they are keen and following Raila Odinga. To me, this video is very much important of JUNET Mohammed. And it is a clear reflection that JUNET Mohammed will still continue fighting for Raila Odinga. And the ODM team are not just going to give out their presidential candidate easily. They might even return it back to Raila Odinga to revenge with William Ruto by saying, now, this one bullet remaining, which I said yesterday in the evening, is going to conquer Raila Odinga's victory and rescue him after he had lost the AUC race. And the big question which Kenyans you ought to ask yourself, do you think William Ruto is going to agree with this? And you've seen the spirit of many Kenyans saying, many UDA members saying, no, let us now create office for the Prime Minister. He is a good man. They are just pampering him. This is what my friend Ojenda said. And many of you were against it. Ojenda had seen it. And Ojenda said, the senator, that now there's so not even Ojenda only. Even my friend Charles Owino, the police spokesperson, he said that there are those who are going to use Raila Odinga as a toll after he might not make it at the AUC race. They are going to use him as a toll to get re-elected again. So we know this political game mind these people are doing. So JUNET Mohammed was supposed to find on how can Raila Odinga defeat William Ruto to shame this issue of now Raila Odinga failed internationally. In fact, if it was good, Raila Odinga could have declared himself earlier for 2027, because he's the only one person remaining to battle with William Ruto. I am telling you for free, without fear of contradiction. But these UDA members have even cornered Raila Odinga. They have enticed him, and that is why they are really happy. They know that they knew that the ODM members were going to react, but mentally, in their mind, they know what they are doing and they understand what they are doing. So JUNET should not just react that way. You should understand and weigh both sides. You should weigh both sides. Which side has the effect? Kenyans' reaction is just based on who to battle with William Ruto. You get the point? But it is not all about Raila Odinga lost the AUC race. Kenyans are confirming to Ruto that they are tired with him, and that is why they were happy seeing Raila Odinga coming back and having that mentality that Raila Odinga is going to fight William Ruto. Tell me tell, and I'm telling you for free. Ladies and gentlemen, what are your take? Kindly drop your opinion at the comment section below. I wish you all the best. Thank you and bye-bye.